Hey, what's up, nerds? Area Baldman here to bring you some more trading card game market discourse. So far, 2024 is almost feeling a little bit like a 2021 throwback. Are we back? Are we so back? There's a feeling of excitement in the air. Things are recapitulating, shifting, changing. And there are some booster boxes that are pretty expensive right now. Except there's one booster box that just can't seem to gain any upward momentum.
Lipton Tea-Base Set Booster Box. Available at every retailer near you.
Sleeved boosters are the best, right? It just sucks when every single one has the same thing in it. Anyway, not much has changed. Pokemon is still overprinted. It's dead. It's over. One Piece is the new Pokemon. Or does One Piece suck already too?
One Piece TCG is not fun right now. Nothing but market watching on the timeline, product sells out instantly, people arguing over nothing.
I mean, gosh, that's gotta be an overly negative take, right? There are things that people care about other than prices, right? Surely not all of the discourse about One Piece on Twitter is just people farming engagement about its prices, right?
Evolving Sky's most expensive potential pull is $500, $600. Awakening of the New Era's most expensive potential pull is around $3,000. Anyone that thinks OPO5 boxes have peaked as blinders on, just say oNe.
I don't know, I mean, I guess. I think it's also worth considering that OPO5 is probably still in print. We've gotten a second wave, but I don't think we've gotten a third wave yet. It also depends like what time horizon we're talking about here. I mean, yeah, right now Awakening of the New Era booster boxes are like $270. And while that sounds really expensive, are we talking about a 5 or a 10-year time horizon? Because I'm pretty sure One Piece is going to be around in at least 5 years. I would give this game 10 years of longevity easily. I'd probably bet money on that. So yeah, even though today the price is crazy inflated, of course it hasn't peaked in comparison to 5 or 10 years from now. But I guess this guy's probably talking about the short term, and in the short term we're hoping for at least one more wave, so we'll just have to see what happens to the price. And keep in mind, I think Bandai probably likes the hype to some degree, but at the same time they want to meet demand, and if they could, they would probably print more of this stuff tomorrow. It may not have peaked yet, but this is not going to last forever. OPO5 has only been out for 1 month as of today, 1 month exactly, and market price for a booster box is $273. Feels 2021, man. Monkey D. Luffy, manga, price, market price, $2,800. However, cheapest you can buy it for right now, about $5,000. And only 4 of them available on TCG Player. Sounds legit. And I think there are only a few things that can explain this. Number 1, manipulation. And number 2, extreme scarcity. I wish we knew the exact print run of these booster boxes, but I honestly don't think we do. But there's just no doubt it's all about supply and demand to some degree. Now, if we go back to that tweet, yes, it's true that the most expensive card in Evolving Skies is that Umbreon VMAX, or Moonbreon, as we've begun to affectionately call him. But yeah, market price on Moonbreon is about $540. And I think one way you could chalk up the price discrepancy between Moonbreon and Luffy is just by saying that, okay, Luffy is so much harder to pull. But that's not really true. I think technically Moonbreon might even be harder to pull. Luffy is 1 in 36 boxes. I saw someone say that Moonbreon's like 1 in 40 something boxes. Now, I don't know if that's true. It's just something I read on the internet. But what I've seen anecdotally, Moonbreon is incredibly hard to pull. Meanwhile, market price on Evolving Skies is about $437, and this set is well over 2 years old now. So how's this 1 month old One Piece set schooling it so hard in price? Once again, I think there's just barely any supply of OPO5, but just trust, Bandai is not going to let this happen for very long. They're going to come in here and they're going to start printing the living hell out of subsequent sets. Just wait. Every company does this. No company just shuns demand indefinitely. They will produce products to meet demand. And in the process of doing so, they will often overproduce product as demand and hype is waning. Then prices fall and hype dies further. When will that happen with One Piece? I don't know. Nobody knows. Or maybe I'm just totally wrong.
You know what Bandai doesn't do? They don't print this many packs of #One Piece.
Not yet they don't. Not yet. And overall, I think if we want to try to predict the future of the One Piece card game, a really good analog that we could look at is actually Dragon Ball Super card game. Because Bandai also makes DBS, and DBS is coming up on its 7th year of existence, if you can believe that or not. The game started in 2017, It was really hyped during the whole TCG boom recently in 2020, 2021 era, and DBS is still very much alive, but I would argue that it's fallen by the wayside quite a bit as One Piece has taken over. And if we look at Son Goku the Awakened Power here, I feel like a little bit we can kind of see how the mighty have fallen. The card is still an absolute grail, but we can see how much it's fallen just in the past year. Market price is down to 786, and we can find copies for much cheaper. And then if we look at Tournament of Power, the booster box that Son Goku is printed in, we can see an even bigger decline, with the current market price being well under $1,000. Well, I guess to be fair, even though the market price is only $952, when I look at listings, there are hardly any, and most of them are way more than that. So what's the lesson here? I don't know, there's no lesson, there's no point in the video whatsoever at all. I'm just trying to milk some of the One Piece hype till it dries up, and then I'm full in on Pokemon. Also, you should follow me on Twitter, because I'm considering paying for it like an absolute dumbass. Twitter honestly feels like ground zero for a whole lot of news, especially in TCG, but at the same time, if you want to build a following there, it's like 100% pay to win. So please follow me, so I feel like I'm getting my money's worth from Big Daddy Elon.
Hi, everyone. I'm Elon Musk.
See you next time.